Got the story last night that, a friend of the trucking community, super well respected, Lane has passed away. And so if you want to know the details of that, I actually have a video that so many truck drivers have asked me to share from such a close, basically a brother to Lane, about what really happened. And the only reason this is being shared is because so many people are asking questions and some are coming up with their own theories. And so, he just wanted everyone to know the truth. We were so blessed at Big Rig Tees to have an opportunity to interview Lane, and Hayden did such a great job, doing this interview with him. And so we just want to say prayers for the family, but 1,000% want to remember his life and how beautiful of a person he was and how much he meant to so many truck drivers in the trucking industry. So I'll leave that at that, but just want to share, a few days ago, he made a post talking about basically the start of building a trucking company and the struggles of that, and just being very honest in this post. And so I'll leave a screenshot of what he posted. But so many truck drivers right now are having such a hard time staying afloat. Everyone's struggling. And all I have to say is, if you just feel so pushed down and so much stress in your life, definitely, know that you are not alone in this, and that others are 100% feeling the same thing. And so I just want to say, for all the truck drivers out there that are watching this, please take care of yourself. And, this video is definitely a tribute to Lane's life. And so we love you, brother.
To me, we do it all the time. We get outbid by brokers that don't even own trucks. They don't even employ drivers. They bid on loads at a general rate that they seem fit, and then try to pawn the load off on somebody else. And we fight that every day. We have to pay the fuel price. We have to pay the maintenance. We have to pay drivers.
What do you have to say when it comes to being a real flatbedder but driving a step deck?
Well, real flatbedders haul lumber.
Okay.
But, step deck, you could get a bulldozer, track hoe, a load of equipment, load of John Deere tractors out of Savannah, Georgia. Hey, whatever works, man. Your opportunities are endless. But we can still haul lumber. Ramps, double as a load leveler. If you want to put some 16-foot lumber on a 10-foot top deck, we got you.
To who this might concern about Lane, we got the call. We knew where he was. We had law enforcement chasing him out of Alabama. He outplayed me Monday night. He tried to do the same thing. Me and a few of my buddies and his mama, we chased him around the county. He snapped out of it. Tuesday morning, he come to work. Everything was fine, normal. Lane was Lane. We did some stuff up here at the shop. He was going to Birmingham to sell some trailers. I had him on Life 360. He leaves. He's like, I'm going up here to sell these trailers. I'll be back. Well, he leaves, and I'm sitting here in the office doing some stuff, and I get a text from him. And the text, I knew what was going on then. And I looked at Life 360, and he cut his location off in Briarfield. Well, I thought he was going to where Taylor was buried in Albertaville. So I shoot up to Maplesville, and that's when we seen the Snapchat that he was in Demopolis. So I called the authorities, buddy of mine, told him what was going on. I had to sign a piece of paper before the authorities could really step in and help. Well, I hauled ass back down to Dallas County. I signed the paper at the courthouse. Well, by that time, they about had eyes on him, or they were right in the area with him. And then, I guess about 30 minutes later, I got a call that said they had eyes on him, and that's where he was at on the exit. We didn't know. Some words got twisted up, mixed up. I don't know if it was a misunderstanding or what. We got word that he was dead. Well, I called the dispatch over there in Meridian. I think it was Meridian, Lauderdale County. I gave my information. She told me that the investigator would call me. I never heard nothing. That was, it was 5 that afternoon and stuff. Well, yesterday morning I got up. We come up here to the office, and we were sitting here, and I started calling around trying to see about his truck and, about getting him back over here to Alabama. And they didn't know where he was. So the coroner, she's like, I don't have him. So she said, hold on, let me call down to Jackson. So she called down to Jackson, the morgue corner down there. They didn't have him. She said, give me a little bit, let me do some digging. Well, she called over at the hospital, and he was in the hospital in trauma care. And he was an organ donor. And I think what they did was resuscitate him and got a pulse at the truck, and they took him because he's an organ donor. He is on life support. He is brain dead. He is not going to make it. They are waiting on his levels to come down so they can remove his organs. They were supposed to do it at 9 this morning, but they couldn't because his sodium levels were too high. But he has absolutely no functions. The only reason he is alive right now is because he is an organ donor. All these people that are posting this bullshit saying that, check on your people and stuff, I got his phone right here. There was over 100 missed calls and 100 text messages begging him not to do it. I chased this fucker around the county. Lane was the type of person, when he made his mind up to do something, he was going to do it. Yes, there's signs. We did all we could do. Lane, this is what Lane wanted. I wish I could have helped him. I would have done anything in the world to help him. But he was just at that point in his life. With the business, and then with Taylor, it just, all at once, it crushed him, and he was fighting some demons. And mental health is something very serious. I'm with Lane almost every day. I mean, we talk, hang out. He was just still as happy as could be. And I mean, I knew how dark it was. He told me. I didn't think it was that dark, and he always said he could never shoot himself. So I never kind of really thought. He always said, and he always joked, about wrapping his truck around a pine tree. So I never thought he would shoot himself. If he'd done anything, he would wreck. But we tried. I see all these people talking about, you never know what someone's going through. I knew. He was talking about going to the Saints Island for a few days, Tuesday morning before he shot himself. He said it might do me some good. I mean, we had a completely normal conversation standing right here in the shop. He was at peace with it. He done made his mind up. And he outplayed me. Like I said, he went up there to Briarfield. He cut his location off. I thought he was going up there. So by the time I got up there and got back here and signed the paper, he was an hour ahead of me. He knew I would find him. So he played his cards where we couldn't find him before he shot himself. And the reason he went to Mississippi was to get away from us so we wouldn't find him. I don't know exactly when his sodium levels and stuff are going to come down, but when they do, I will keep y'all updated. Blowing the family up and stuff is, I understand it, but you know, you think one person is just texting the family. No, it's hundreds of people trying to figure out what's going on. There ain't no telling how many times I was on the phone yesterday. I mean, it was all day. I couldn't even sit and think about anything because people blowing my shit up. And same with all my family members and stuff, man. I mean, it's all, everybody's wanting to know, and we're not trying to hide it, but we was trying to keep, you know, people from knowing, to keep from putting salt on the wound, you know. I was hoping for a miracle. It would have been awesome, but it's not gonna happen. There will be a memorial for Lane. I don't know when or where. We're still waiting on all that, and I will update y'all in the future. Thank you.